very warm welcome to Science Monitor, your weekly update on what's happening in the field of science, technology, research, and innovation in and around the country. I'm Tina Jha. From the development of a safe and effective device to tackle deadly infections like mucormycosis, we have plenty in store for you, as always. But first up, the headlines. First antimicrobial air purifier developed in India. The innovation by IIT Bombay and IIT Kanpur can prove to be very helpful in infection-ridden COVID hospitals. Study by IIT Delhi maps the effects of nature experience on our brain activity. Findings suggest that even a brief interaction with nature can help us to focus and perform better. And IISc Bangalore to commence the first of its kind M.Tech program in quantum technology. The program will train students in quantum technology for advanced research and advanced industry. And now the news in detail. Amid the COVID-19 pandemic, the epidemic of mucormycosis or black fungus is also presenting a huge challenge. In order to present a safe and effective solution against such microbial infections, a startup incubated at IIT Kanpur has designed and developed an antimicrobial air purifier using proprietary safe technology developed by IIT Bombay researchers. Now, this device provides real-time protection against airborne diseases and can prove to be an asset, especially in the hospitals. For more details, here's a report.
The outbreak of the novel coronavirus hasn't even subsided, and the black fungus infection has made the pandemic more severe. During the entire pandemic, many other types of microbial infections have also been seen alongside the viral disease. Along with finding solutions to tackle COVID-19, Indian researchers are working on war footing to find solutions for other infections too. In this direction, Earth, a company incubated by SIIC, IIT Kanpur, has claimed to develop the world's first antimicrobial air purification system in collaboration with researchers at IIT Bombay. According to Earth, the air purifier is capable of trapping and destroying disease-causing microbes from the surrounding air, including viruses and fungi.
हॉस्पिटल्स के सामने सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज ये है कि वो किस तरह से अपने पेशेंट्स के आसपास की हवा में से कीटाणुओं को निकाल सकें। वो कीटाणु हो सकते हैं, वो वायरस हो, वो बैक्टीरिया हो, वो फंगस हो, जिनकी वजह से HAI हॉस्पिटल एक्वायर्ड इन्फेक्शंस या सेकेंडरी इन्फेक्शंस हो सकते हैं। हॉस्पिटल्स के पास दो सॉल्यूशंस अवेलेबल थे आज से पहले। पहला, UV लाइट्स का यूज़ किया जाना। दूसरा, फ्यूमिगेशन करना। फ्यूमिगेशन में केमिकल्स को एरोसोलाइज किया जाता है, हवा में उड़ाया जाता है उनको, ताकि स्टेरिलाइजेशन हो सके। दोनों ही सॉल्यूशंस के साथ प्रॉब्लम ये है कि वो तभी किए जा सकते हैं जब आपका कोई भी पेशेंट वहाँ पे मौजूद ना हो, क्योंकि दोनों चीज़ें, जो कि UV लाइट या फिर फ्यूमिगेशन, केमिकल फ्यूमिगेशन, दोनों ही हार्मफुल होती हैं ह्यूमन बींग्स के लिए। इसी को ध्यान में रखते हुए IIT कानपुर और IIT बॉम्बे में एक नए डिवाइस का डेवलपमेंट हुआ है जिसको एंटी माइक्रोबियल एयर प्यूरीफायर बोल रहे हैं। एंटी माइक्रोबियल एयर प्यूरीफायर एक अलग प्रक्रिया पे काम करता है जिसको डीएक्टिवेट, कैप्चर, डीएक्टिवेट या फिर DCD मैकेनिज्म बोलते हैं, यूजिंग 3 टेक्नोलॉजीज जो कि आपस में एक दूसरे की सहायता कर रही हैं, आपस में एक दूसरे को असिस्ट कर रही हैं, जिसकी वजह से डिसइंफेक्शन एफिशिएंसी हैज़ बीन ऑप्टिमाइज्ड। वो 3 टेक्नोलॉजी हैं, UVC, आयनाइजेशन एंड फोटोकैटालिसिस।
The air purifier uses sanitization for airborne virus elimination, SAVE technology, developed by IIT Bombay. In just 5 minutes, it can detect and destroy pathogens being discharged into the air by humans or other factors. Unlike other purifiers, the device works according to DCD mechanism. In the first stage, it recognizes and deactivates the microbes. In the second stage, microbes are captured in a germ-specific filter. In the third stage, germs are deactivated once again. Its special filters are capable of capturing small viruses such as SARS-CoV-2. During testing in 2 different laboratories, this air purifier has been found to be capable of air purification up to 99.87%. The purifier can provide clean air in an area of 600 square feet.
एंटीमाइक्रोबियल एयर प्यूरीफायर की टेस्टिंग की गई है 2 अलग लैब्स में। पहला, फिक्की रिसर्च एनालिसिस सेंटर के अंदर हमने एरोसोलाइज किया वेरी फाइन वाटर ड्रॉपलेट्स को, जिसके अंदर माइक्रोबियल कंटामिनेंट्स थे। 5 मिनट के बाद हमने ये पाया कि हम 99.87% रिडक्शन पा सकते हैं कीटाणुओं से हवा के अंदर। उसके बाद 10 मिनट में हम 99.99% रिडक्शन पा सकते हैं हवा में से। अलग अलग कीटाणुओं पे टेस्टिंग की गई, जिसमें वायरस आरएनए, बैक्टीरिया और फंगस पे भी टेस्टिंग की गई। दूसरे टाइप की टेस्टिंग हमने CSIR-AMPRI नेशनल फिजिकल लैब में की, जहाँ पे हमने ये सुनिश्चित किया कि हम इतने छोटे पार्टिकल्स को भी निकाल सकें जो कि बराबर हों SARS-CoV-2 साइज़ के, वो वायरस जो कि कोविड-19 फैला रहा है। हमने ये पाया कि हम सिंगल पास एफिशिएंसी 80% अचीव कर पा रहे हैं 100 नैनोमीटर्स के लिए, जो कि अपने आप में काफ़ी बड़ी बात है।
It has been observed that sanitizing surfaces in high viral load settings, such as hospitals and congested indoors, is not enough, as the disease can also spread through virus or fungi-laden aerosols. Sanitation systems involving fumigation and UVC lights are harmful for the humans, and therefore they cannot be used when people are present in a setting. But its air purifier is free of such drawbacks and can be used continuously in any kind of indoor setting, in the presence of humans as well. That is why this purifier can be used in places like hospitals and intensive care units, ICUs, without disturbing the patients.
According to a recent study by IIT Delhi, experiencing nature helps in overcoming distractions and also in building focus. The research was conducted by User Experience Lab of IIT Delhi and examined the brain activity of participants during their nature experience. The study then compared the participants' ability to focus before and after experiencing the nature. And findings of the study suggest that even a brief interaction with nature can help us to focus in a big way. Here's a report.
Nature holds a special place in Indian culture, and the Indian civilization has blossomed in the lap of trees over centuries. The cognitive effects of nature have now been proved by science as well. It has now been proven that functions of the mind improve when we spend some time with nature. This is especially helpful in lifting the mood of the people in the midst of a pandemic, as they are spending majority of their time indoors. The recent study conducted at User Experience Lab of IIT Delhi shows that spending time in the midst of nature every day helps us in a big way to overcome distractions and build focus on our tasks.
At IIT Delhi, within the Department of Design, we have set up a user experience lab. In this lab, we try to study how experiences are generated for human beings so that we can design better products, better environments for people. We study physiologically how different kinds of stimuli influence the human mind, the human body. Say, for example, we study using electroencephalography, the brain waves, and we try to see when different stimuli come on the screen, for example, of a mobile, how would an individual's brain get influenced by that? And that influence, how does that lead to the well-being of the person? And we use other such similar sensors like heartbeat, like skin conductance. And that is our goal overall, to study human experiences in context of different stimuli, different kinds of products usages.
So this study was conducted at UX Lab at IIT Delhi. So the whole study was possible because we have a 64-channel EEG equipment available in that lab, which was instrumental in actually recording the very subtle brain responses while a person is undergoing nature experience.
Researchers have found that in addition to loneliness during the coronavirus pandemic, The increased use of television and other electronic gadgets has also upped the risk of short attention spans, especially in children. During the study, participants were made to experience nature through audio-visual medium, and their brain activity was mapped. Researchers found that there was a significant positive change in brain activity during the tests than before the experiment. This proved that even a small interaction with the nature, like a walk in the park, nurturing your homegrown plants, or just admiring the beauty of plants and trees, not only calms down our mind but also improves its performance.
There is a difference between involuntary attentional mechanisms and voluntary attentional mechanisms at a neuronal level. It is said that the voluntary attention, which requires more effort in putting attention, are located more on cortical brain areas, whereas involuntary attention is evoked more from inner brain regions. So while a person is having these unique experiences in nature, he is probably activating his involuntary mechanisms more, putting it to use more than the voluntary attentional mechanisms. So what happens in the process is that the voluntary attentional mechanisms get a chance to rest. So while the voluntary mechanisms are put to rest due to nature experience, they also get efficient in a subsequent cognitive task. So that's what this study has shown empirically.
We are often distracted by things around us, and our brain is constantly engaged to look at the distractions. Now, when we are in nature, this inhibitory mechanism, which is employed all the time by the brain, is suppressed. And so what happens? Our brain is relaxed. And once you're relaxed, you can focus better. Your attentional capacities are all available to you.
The findings of this study have recently been published in the research journal Annals of Neurosciences. According to scientists, human brain has actually been designed to love nature, and this phenomenon is called biophilia. In fact, greenery has long been seen as a source of peace and energy that today's urban lifestyle has unintentionally forgotten. This research will once again inspire people to connect with nature and can be helpful in enhancing positive functionality by removing many mental problems that are currently on the rise in our society.
And with that, time for a short break here on the program. There's lots more coming up ahead. Don't go anywhere.
Article 107 deals with provisions as to introduction and passing of bills. Subject to the provisions of Article 109 and 117 with respect to money bills and other financial bills, a bill may originate in either house of the Parliament. Subject to the provisions of Article 108 and 109, a bill shall not be deemed to have been passed by the Houses of Parliament unless it has been agreed to by both houses, either without amendment or with such amendments only as are agreed to by both houses. A bill pending in Parliament shall not lapse by reason of the prorogation of the houses. A bill pending in the Council of States which has not been passed by the House of the People shall not lapse on the dissolution of the House of the People. A bill which is pending in the House of the People or which, having been passed by the House of the People, is pending in the Council of States shall, subject to the provisions of Article 108, lapse on the dissolution of the House of the People.
Welcome back. You're watching Science Monitor. According to experts, the use of quantum technology can revolutionize computing, communications, and many more aspects of modern human civilization in the near future. Recognizing the immense potential of this disruptive technology, a national mission on quantum technology and applications was also announced in the Union Budget 2020. But to harness the full potential of quantum technology, India will also require well-qualified and trained human resource in this field. To fulfill this need, the Indian Institute of Science in Bangalore is very soon going to commence a postgraduate program in quantum technology. Here's more in this report.
Quantum technology is a rapidly emerging field the world over. This technology, based on the principle of quantum mechanics, was initially used to describe microscopic particles in the 20th century. This revolutionary development enhanced our understanding of light and matter and helped invent things such as lasers, semiconductors, and transistors. Presently, this technology is proving important for every field, with bringing about a new revolution in the field of computing. A standard computer stores its information in bits that can be powered by binary inputs 0 or 1. Quantum computing, on the other hand, stores information in quantum bits or qubit and can operate both binary inputs 0 and 1 simultaneously. Quantum technology will enhance ultra-fast computing capabilities, which can bring revolutionary changes in every field of research, communication, medicine, and industry. This technology will also benefit the economic and strategic sectors. Keeping this in view, the Government of India made a separate provision of 8,000 crore rupees in the Union Budget 2020 for the National Mission on Quantum Technologies and Applications. The money will be spent over a period of 5 years. This indicates that the demand for trained human resources in this field will grow rapidly in the coming years. Therefore, to train the interested candidates in this field, Bangalore-based Indian Institute of Science has introduced an M.Tech program in quantum technology for the first time. This 2-year course will begin in August 2021. It will be formally hosted by the Department of Instrumentation and Applied Physics at IISc to train 20 students for both advanced research and advanced industry. Students with BE, B.Tech or its equivalent degree in any engineering discipline, or having 4 years BS or MSc or its equivalent degree in any science discipline will be eligible for this program. Selection at IISc is based on GATE score and a personal interview. In addition, a strong mathematical background is also required. After completing a common course in the first semester, the selected students can choose to be trained in 4 different areas: quantum computation and simulation, quantum communication, quantum measurement and sensing, and materials for quantum technology. After completing these courses, aspiring candidates can also pursue PhD in quantum technology. Besides the Indian Institute of Science, quantum technology research can also be pursued at the Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, IIT Madras, IIT Bombay, and the Raman Research Institute in Bangalore. Talking about jobs, at present, there is a possibility of about 50,000 direct and indirect jobs in India alone, which could grow up to 2 lakhs in the coming years. Today, in addition to the computing and information sectors, the use of quantum technology is increasing in daily use gadgets such as smartphones and GPS. The sector also opens up opportunities in multinational companies like Google, IBM, and Microsoft. Apart from this, there is also a great potential to build your own startup in India or even abroad.
Time for another short breather on the program, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Article 108 deals with joint sitting of both houses in certain cases. If at the joint sitting of the 2 houses, the bill with such amendments, if any, as are agreed to in joint sitting, is passed by a majority of the total number of members of both houses present and voting, it shall be deemed to have been passed by both the houses, provided that at a joint sitting, if the bill having been passed by one house has not been passed by the other house with amendments and returned to the house in which it originated, no amendment shall be proposed in the bill other than such amendments as are made necessary by the delay in the passage of the bill. if the bill has been so passed and returned. Only such amendments as aforesaid shall be proposed in the bill, and such other amendments as are relevant to the matters with respect to which the Houses have not agreed, and the decision of the person presiding as to the amendments which are admissible under this clause shall be final. A joint sitting may be held under this article and a bill passed thereof, notwithstanding that a dissolution of the House of the People has intervened since the President notified his intention to summon the Houses to meet therein.
And let's now take a quick look at some other developments that have made news in the field of science and technology in our special segment, Science Express.
As part of the global control efforts recognized on World No Tobacco Day on May the 31st, the World Health Organization has released region-wise list of awardees appreciating their achievements in the area of tobacco control. This time, India's Union Minister of Health and Family Welfare, Dr. Harshvardhan, has been selected for the WHO Director General Special Recognition Award, along with University of Bath's Tobacco Control Research Group. Names of organizations and individuals belonging to 6 WHO regions have also been announced for World No Tobacco Day awards. The list of awardees in the Southeast Asia region includes 2 Indian organizations, namely Madhya Pradesh Voluntary Health Association and the State Tobacco Control Cell of Uttar Pradesh. The use of tobacco has increased many types of cancer and health problems all over the world. In 1988, to draw global attention to the tobacco epidemic, a resolution was passed by the World Health Assembly to celebrate May the 31st as World No Tobacco Day. According to studies conducted by the University of Colorado, Boulder, about 2% of COVID-infected people were found to carry 90% of the SARS-CoV-2 virus, thereby making them supercarriers of the disease-causing pathogen. Researchers studied more than 72,000 specimens and found that individuals with high viral loads were very likely responsible for spreading mass infections, while many other infected with the COVID-19 did not spread the infection at all. A study also examined the tendency of university students to spread infection among their peers. The findings showed that students who had 7 times the viral loads than the other students were primarily responsible for spreading the infection to their roommates. This has led to a speculation that supercarriers of COVID-19 virus may also be the perfect super spreaders. So, if one comes in contact with a super spreader, it will be difficult to avoid contracting the infection. Worryingly, super spreaders can also be asymptomatic, which is why they cannot be easily identified to stop the spread of the infection. So, social distancing and following COVID safety protocol seems to be the only way of protection. On 22nd May, an event was organized by the Department of Science and Technology's Institute of Advanced Study in Science and Technology and DBT BioNest on the occasion of International Biodiversity Day. A renowned scientist from Wildlife Institute of India also gave a talk on biodiversity and technology towards integrated nature-culture solutions. It should also be noted that to mark the occasion of the 75th anniversary of India's independence, all the institutes are celebrating the Amrit Festival of Independence on days special to them. Under this seminar, which was organized online, the importance of conservation of biodiversity and its various aspects and its relationship with technology and sustainable development was discussed extensively. The program emphasized the importance of nature and culture-based measures for the conservation of biodiversity. The Guwahati-based Institute of Advanced Study in Science and Technology is an autonomous research institute of the Department of Science and Technology, working prominently on biodiversity and ecosystems. My Lab Discovery Solutions, a Maharashtra-based healthcare company, has developed the first indigenous COVID-19 self-test kit. The kit was recently approved by the Indian Council of Medical Research. This diagnostic test kit, named CoviSelf, is based on rapid antigen test and can be used at home by following simple instructions. The home test involves quick checks by the company-generated mobile application using nasal swab. The test results are made available on your mobile within 15 minutes. The test costs just 250 rupees. According to the company, the kit will soon be available at more than 7 lakh pharmacies in the country, and it can also be purchased online. According to ICMR, there is no need to undergo an RT-PCR test if the result on this kit turns out to be positive. However, it would be unwise to use this kit indiscriminately. When necessary, the test should be performed according to the instructions provided with the kit.
So that's it from us on this edition of Science Monitor. You can send us your feedback and suggestions through email. Our email ID is news@vigyanprasar.gov.in. You can also write to us. Our address is Vigyan Prasar, 5th floor, Prithvi Bhavan, Lodi Road, New Delhi, 111003. So time to take your leave now. See you again same time next week. Until then, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your families, and continue to think scientifically.